Okay, so you are my referral, Miss Gracie, Miss Anna Gracie.
Hey,
Hello.
hello.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm
Me
excited to
too.
interview you. Yes.
Oh.
So TPR kind of runs in our like nature.
It's,
But I wanted to ask you a couple of questions, and I thank you so much for meeting me here online. Yay, we're learning together. Um, um, where are you in the process? And I can share mine too.
so I am waiting for my background completion. It's already been submitted. I've done all my information, and I am actually pending the video, which will be get done today. I've yesterday I spent my whole afternoon and I lost track of time, as things usually happen when you're researching and YouTubing. That's why we
Yes.
tell the kids, time management. But
Yes.
so in lieu of that, I've seen what the videos I liked and the videos I didn't like, and and then even went through what was considered best intro
Yes.
video. And I do quotes because I was like, well, that might have been best for you, but it didn't really work for me. And
Right.
but there was this one individual. His name was Mike. I really liked his video. He's from Canada.
Yes.
Most of his videos are very sweet, straight and to the point, kind of like Nancy, but the male version.
Yes, I
And
agree. Very concise, very gives you clear-cut directions,
yes,
and the walkthroughs are just very fluid, so we don't have to kind of guess. We can actually pause it, and I completely get it. Yes.
yeah. And so between that and some other people, I already have an idea of what I want to do. Yesterday, my girlfriends drove me around the city of Mission because I want to be able to do some quick slides of where I'm from, that I want to incorporate once I learn how to do this editing of the video and things like that. So I'm actually pretty excited of the pictures. One of them is a very beautiful picture. Well, if I do so say myself.
Well, you do.
I do, I do. And let's see if I can show you. Look at that.
Oh, yes. Very nice. Good.
So I was like, oh my God, this is perfect.
Yes, it is.
And I was like, somebody's got to use that, 100,000 logo. I went searching also like for little maps of the US where it had mission, and things of that nature. Because I did like that when people kind of told the future parents and students, like, this is where I'm from, like way over here.
Yes.
And thinking of unscripted just because like Nancy Taylor recommended, and so did Mike, that just do you, like be you, be that energy, individuality, which is what Mike talked a lot about, like just put yourself out there because there's nobody else like you. So,
Right. Right.
and you will get the students and the parents that cater to you.
Yes.
I wish I still had my musical instruments, because if I could, then I would totally like. I was like, I could
Um,
music teacher Anna.
if I might plug in here, there's a series of movies and even television series that all focus on the person being the instrument.
Oh.
They were actually pitch perfect in their. I'm sorry, I'm very punny sometimes. Yes.
I love
Just
it.
saying, just saying, authentic self. I hear it over and over again, so I'm getting the same message. How comfortable are you in doing your video and knowing that it's got to be just a quick snippet? Are you a professional camera person?
No, I'm not a professional camera person, despite despite my energy. It takes me a while to just kind of like listen up. But lucky for me, I do like the attention. So,
Attention
and
is good.
and
We all have our missions.
and I'm from it. Ah,
Yes. I would say that's peachy, but maybe it's more like ruby red.
yeah, I Ruby Red. It's true.
Ruby red.
And
R.
so, uh, So yesterday, no, not yesterday, but the fact I find it funny how my new current degree
Hmm.
is actually has forced me to be on camera more often. So when it asked yesterday that I saw, I was like, oh, do a video. And I was like, oh, okay. And I've been seeing in the VIP Kid chat link on Facebook how everybody's nervous about that part. And I was like, I'm not nervous, but you know what? My degree has taught me to, has been teaching me to, you have to get in front of a camera and you only have
Right.
1 minute to do it. You only have 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So
Yes.
I have a
And
little bit of practice with that.
and your new background, I say new because you're, I don't want to say old because we're still young, but
Oh,
your education, your experience is in behavioral health.
yeah.
And so that I am a big advocate and a strong believer that our behavioral health background is really going to influence our classroom environment, which there'll be more on that later. But I think that we can really hone in on what's going on with the student and meet them where they're at. That's what we're used to. But you've haven't stopped dreaming. You haven't stopped trying to reach your goals. And I'm very happy to, really hear about your stories and your updates and your passion, because it's in communication.
Mm.
Everything about it is about communication. So I know that this will be a good fit for you, and I'm glad that you're able to get in front of the camera and just feel it. I I don't know how well, I don't know what's in store for us as far as the videos, but I do know that there's lots of opportunities for us to post videos to the parents so that they can see them. And who knows, maybe you can show individuals how to loosen up, do your little, like me, me, me,
You
me,
know,
me,
la, 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 la.
roll it. It's the the tip of the tongue, the tip of the tongue.
Yeah. And so, yeah. And actually, I need to be careful with my rrrs.
Yes,
My
yes.
rrrs are a little loose. I didn't realize that. But yeah, no, absolutely. And you know, we're all different. We all come from different strengths. And I think mine is in making people comfortable. And that's what I am hoping to focus on in 45 seconds.
Yes.
In 45.
Gracie, excuse me, I did want to ask you, this is, again, I'm really excited where you are in the process. And it's exciting to me, not only because you're in the process, we're close friends, but because you have a unique experience. You're coming in at an exciting time. It's Chinese New Year. You'll be able to open up slots once the background check comes in. And guess what? It's right after Chinese New Year. So you'll be able to pick up and take advantage of those new hire opportunities and promotions. I mean, the students are going to get a little treat if they, not only you as a teacher, but the treat of those added bonuses from the promotions, extra tokens, extra gems. So make sure that that we keep in touch so I can help you with how to communicate to your learning partners and make sure that they know who you are and to stay visible. Again, there are so many of us out there that it's visibility and accessibility go hand in hand. So
Absolutely, absolutely.
good. And one of the things I wanted to ask, besides what videos worked well for you, is what did you find kind of frustrating about the experience? I'm about candid and authenticity, so what were the more frustrating parts of this process?
Um, the um, the practice room and getting ready for your mock class. So I love how we can enter the practice room. I wish though that it would allow us to record ourselves and practice while we're practicing so that we can see our timing, our presentation, are we being centered, our display, and we can practice the whole reverse of, the
Yes.
mirroring of,
Oh, you mean cat.
yeah,
Cat.
exactly. Yeah, where it's like,
It gets even worse when you say I'm from America. No, I'm sorry. Where am I from again? No,
exactly.
I get it.
Exactly. And I know that's something that you practice, it would be something that we need to practice. But yeah, I kept doing this and I was like, oh, no, this way, this way.
And you know what? It's okay. I think a lot of people, and maybe this has been your experience, but when we get into the classroom, we get excited and we don't want to mess up. Um, and that happens in the demo too. How many times did you say, pause, time out, I need help? Or like, let me start over. I didn't mean that.
Yeah.
What I meant to say.
Well, in my first, I didn't pause in any of the videos, but my first demo experience, I literally had like, what is it? Connect verb vomit. I was like, he, she, that, it, and I was like, ooh, ball.
You
And I
know,
just
we
kept going.
we do teach a lesson about that, about how like native speakers chain their words together. For example, an apple. Get it? An apple?
Apple,
An
apple.
apple. It sounds like Snapple, but it's an apple. Naturally, when we speak, and I know you hear it too, is we hurry when we're excited, we emote, we do all of these things. And when we're teaching this language, of course, it's a foreign language, we are promoting those nice little colloquialisms and regional stuff, but at the same time, we're paid to articulate and enunciate and use all of those great communication techniques. Um, Going back to the frustration in the practice room, was there a resource that you were kind of directed to prior to the classroom to kind of help you get more acquainted? And part two of that is, how long did you practice in the demo room?
I practiced for an hour. Um, and then I would take a break, and then I would practice another hour, and then take a break, and then practice another hour. So I think total I practiced about almost 8 hours. And I know that
Yes.
sounds like a lot, but in the middle, well, you already know
Yes.
that in the middle of me recovering, I was like, well, I have nothing else to do, so let me do it again.
I was unemployed.
I'm
So,
dedicated to recovery.
yes. Yeah, we lifted up, guys. All right. So,
But yeah, I mean, and I know it's a lot, but like, again, it was something that I was like, let me try it again. Let me
good.
see. I didn't do the timer thing, which I wish I had, but I didn't. I personally would have gotten distracted by that. Even though
Okay.
I did set it up, I caught myself looking at it
Yes.
a lot. But I didn't practice when I was doing my practice, but I used it during my second demo, my class, and it
And when
did
you
work
say
for
that,
me.
good, when you say that you checked, like you set a timer, was that like on your phone or was it on a watch or something?
And
Your phone.
actually, the mock student Sue, was it? Yeah, Sue was the one that said, "Put on your timer. You're more than welcome to put on your timer. Put it somewhere where you can
That
use your
it's not going to be, yes, too
right, where you
far
can
off. Like,
use your peripheral."
right.
And then I was like, "Oh, okay." And she was the first one to do that. She was the first one to recommend that. And so I did. I found a peripheral location for my timer, and it worked because it kept me through that flow that maybe the
Pacing.
first time I didn't catch myself. But again, like I said, I wasn't using a timer when I was practicing. I wasn't using a timer in my first mock class.
Hmm.
And I think that's also Sue's recommendations were helpful to get me that final push to pass.
Good.
The mock class.
I'm curious because I know you mentioned going in and out of the classroom environment to practice. When I was hired, it was a few months back. Um, the invitation to practice, use the practice room, it said you get 1 hour, and it is going to be recorded. And then once that's it, you won't have access to the practice room. But when I was in the practice room, I actually had multiple entries, and and the clock would start over. I did make note that there was I I hope I'm not mistaken, but there was a clock on